Tony D, what's going on?
Tell me, waiting on Brian. Brian,
Waiting on Brian.
Brian. You heard from JoJo?
I haven't heard from him.
He
And
did
I
say
don't
he was
know if
going to
he
have a long weekend. I think he said he was going to turn in. Check your Twitter.
I hit
You will in the house.
his.
Tell you what's good.
Jay Will in the house. Elliot, what's going on? I was thinking about you last weekend, man. You let the 49ers win.
Yeah, he know he taking them 49ers. We chilling, Elliot. Waiting on Brian.
Good evening, gentlemen. How's it going?
Hello. Chilling.
Brian, what's going on, man?
Driving home.
Late night snack.
Oh,
The late night snack is a must.
Bringing back the throwback.
Shout out to Brian at the Hibachi
Shout out
restaurant.
to Brian at the Hibachi restaurant.
Yeah, my dad's first time actually having Japanese food.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
Hey, Helga.
Yeah,
Hey, Helga.
got him.
we got a little bit of
Got a little bit of
feedback.
feedback.
So
Get your audio, Brian. I just fixed mine.
I just fixed mine.
Okay, what about now? No.
Brian, you should be good. Let me see the kids.
Okay.
Helga, how you doing?
How you doing?
Hi,
That's it.
Helga. Elliot.
Everybody check everything for real. I still hear it. Still hear it.
Well, I mean, I'm on the road, so you're probably hearing all the road noise, but I have the phone plugged in.
When you get to a stoplight, check your audio settings.
Okay. Or I could just unplug my phone and see how that works.
Okay.
If you got the Bluetooth on, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay, what about now?
Excellent.
Excellent.
Okay, so yeah,
Excellent.
I unplugged it.
Excellent. Toby says,
Yeah.
Brian, I grilled the steak tonight.
Brian, I grilled the steak tonight.
Nice. You didn't overcook it this time, did you?
I heard that.
Speaking of steaks, Ted, I want to hear your testimony.
Oh, man, come on now.
Oh, man, come on now.
Let's hear it. Preach. Speak
hold
the
on.
gospel.
I have echo cancellation enabled.
Echo cancellation.
Brian got his Bluetooth on.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay. So
that's what it is. Okay.
I'll go with this as
I'll go with this as
let's see, this thing is wigging me out a little bit. But
wigging
let's
me
see.
out a little bit. But let's see.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
Loud and
Can you
clear?
guys still hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Loud and clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brian, your Bluetooth or so on or something. Turn the Bluetooth off.
Brian, your Bluetooth or something.
Edward, how you doing, man?
Edward, how you doing, man?
Let's see if that does it.
Okay, what about now?
Lovely.
I got no echo from nobody. That's it.
No echoes. Okay, great. Okay, so the last stream I did,
Good
which
evening,
was
Edward.
maybe
Last stream
2 weeks ago,
2 weeks ago.
did a stream
Yes.
2 weeks ago with Brian, with Tony, and with Mr. B.
Tony, with Mr. B.
They talked me into Wagyu. They talked me into Wagyu. I had been on the fence for the
Been
longest
on
time about
the
this,
fence for the longest
and
time about
I got to tell you,
and I gotta tell you,
better than advertised.
better than advertised.
Better than advertised. I went to the website. Brian was
Went to the
talking about.
website. Brian was talking about. Um,
They delivered within, I think, the
they
next business
delivered
day.
within, I think, the next business day.
There's still an echo going on. Hang on.
There's still an echo going on. Hang on. From Brian.
I hit the noise suppression and the noise echo cancellation.
You got your Bluetooth on?
Okay.
Got your Bluetooth?
Yeah, my Bluetooth is on.
That's what it is. You got to turn that off.
That's what it is. You got to turn that off.
Okay. No, that's not it.
Y'all gonna
Try
hear me
one more.
punching this honeycomb. I want to apologize, but
I'm
it's
gonna
not
hear
right.
this honeycomb. I want to apologize, but it's not like
Okay. Does this sound any better?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're good.
Does it sound any better? Yeah,
Brian still got the echo. I know what it is because my car does it.
I know what it is, and my car does it.
I mean, like, my Bluetooth is off. Well, I don't know. My Bluetooth is off. I mean, I can connect the wire back on and see if that works.
And also, if you get it coming through the speaker in the vehicle, you got to turn
And
that
also,
off.
if you get it
That's what's
coming
gonna
through
kill you.
the speaker in the vehicle, you
I
gotta
know you
turn
don't want to, but that's what you're gonna do.
I know you don't want to. That's
Number one, we want to make sure that Brian is driving safely.
Oh yeah, that's why I told him wait till they get to a red light.
Okay. Long story short,
The steak was off the chain.
they told me to go the Wagyu route. I've been hedging. They've been talking about it on and on and on and on and on,
Brian,
to the point where I used the discount code. Brian gave me the special website. The items arrived. I tried them with the ingredients. It's only a few ingredients that Brian and Mr. B were talking about. Tony, I think at that point you were getting ready to shut it down because you had to go to work early in the morning. The steak was remarkable. So delicious. Quick, fast. I mean, cooked. I always make sure to clean up and everything else like that after the fact. I've got like 16 steaks.
how much?
Now, it's expensive as hell. It's expensive as hell. But it's the enjoyment that you will have because at the same time, I've got I got what's the name? I made one for my son and he was just like his eyes lit up. Tone. You know when you look at Jason and his eyes just light up like you do something, he's just like, "Oh my goodness, what is this?" And I was like, "Just try it."
It's that
Tried
Wagyu.
it. It was awesome. I don't know, like for me, I used to, and Tone, from living up here, we would go to like Western Beef, or we would go to Gal's, and we go to our local butcher. That stuff is like,
Prime time.
yeah, I mean, it's the real deal. So along with it, I mean, and these are steaks that are like what, 10 ounce, 12 ounce. So they're not small. I mean, they're not small. I cook them close to what Brian usually likes to eat his steaks. Not quite. So there's still pink in it. Dude, it's extremely awesome. It was like it's like an experience. It's like going to like an actual steakhouse, dude.
You make it sound orgasmic. You're talking all the way around it.
Yo,
It's so good.
yo, it's like it's so good, make you smack your mama. But but it's just, you know what? It was just good because I mean I think of like all the different times like you've been at the steakhouse or something like that, or you paid for like a dinner that was extremely overpriced, and you're just like, all right, well that was a good dinner, you know. But the fact of the matter is, you have the ability to make yourself multiple dinners like that. So you can go out, you can go spend, you know, you go out to a steakhouse, you're gonna drop a couple $100 versus you go by what Brian and Mr. B were talking, JoJo were talking about. I mean, you got your options, and it's kind of like you pick what you're looking for. So it's not like you have like one stock option. So I'm gonna throw.
Got you, Debbie. Let me get back to work first.
I'm gonna put the link here, grandwesternsteaks.com. You sign up, you get the coupon code and everything else like that, and then you
Get
can
you some
go
Wagyu.
you go all the way in. You go all the way in, you know. So
Toby's going in.
all right. But make sure, Toby, make sure you sign up, you get your coupon code, then you rock and roll. I had a question, so I don't know if Brian's going or not. Tone,
Mm-hmm.
help me out.
Talk to me.
Because I had a friend this past week call me who lives in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Uh-huh.
And they asked me, hey, I'm watching these videos on TikTok. And I said, well, I really don't really frequent TikTok too much.
Uh-huh.
You're welcome, Toby. I don't frequent TikTok too much, but I said, you know, hey, it's the world's most popular website. You know, it has tons and tons of videos on it, of course. And, you know,
Mhm.
Haps is now a partner with TikTok. So in no way is this a shameless plug or promo for any of these applications. Okay. Tone, could you please
Yes.
explain to me this phenomenon
Uh-oh.
of people walking into stores, loading up their bags, and walking out and security not doing anything? What
Everybody's
in the
tired.
world is... Say it again?
Everybody's tired of what's going on. They know what the struggle is. The struggle's pretty rampant right now. If security ain't doing nothing, they must be getting the cutter. They can't stop every last one of them. You mess around and stop one, you won't stop the bum rush because you know the bum rush comes afterwards. Under $1,000, no arrest. There you go, Tony.
Oh.
There you
Because
go.
believe it or not, so my buddy was telling me about it, and he thought I was I don't know, being ignorant to what he was saying. He was like, "Hey, have you been watching these videos?" And I was like, "I don't even know what you're talking about." And
Right.
then I was right in the what's the name? In the Daily News. Right on the main page. And I was like, "What the?" And I called them immediately while I was at work. I said, "I see what you're talking about." This is like the
Toby, I'm
next
afraid
day.
of that. Yeah, I'm afraid of that, Toby. I really am.
We'll be paying $1,001 for steaks soon. Yes, we will. But so anything under $1,000, because a video I was watching, the guy had two bags. It was a Dwayne Reed, but he had like a Target, I think like two Target bags filled with items, and they showed whomever was recording it showed that like the racks were clean. They had like no items up there for sale. So like, you know, like when you go into like your local CVS or Walgreens or Rite Aid or whatever, and you could tell like when it's flu season because, you know, all the flu and
All the flu
cold
stuff is
medication
gone.
is,
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
gone. You know, what I saw, I was just like, wait a minute. I said, what the hell? It's just crazy.
It's crazy because desperation is setting in on everybody. We got to realize that the desperation is setting in hard. That's why people don't leave the house. The desperate going to take you out, no matter how secure you are. The more secure you are, the more of them is coming after you. Hood mentality. You got to go back to the 70s and 80s. Cats doing what they got to do to make it. Count your blessings. Lock the doors. Close the garage. Park in the garage. Get that crap out the garage. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everything. I sit in the house. I ain't playing with these fools. They ain't messing around. People are hungry for real.
But I remember like maybe 2 or 3 months ago, we saw that out in LA. And I said, oh, I thought that was like strictly just out there where, they was running through and just smash and grab, that type of stuff.
hmm It's getting rampant out there, man. You gotta be careful. We gotta be careful, straight up.
Toby said, that's why we buy commodities now. Money won't be worth anything. I mean, did the problem start train robbery in LA? Did we?
I think I did see that story. They robbed the train out there. Yeah. I think I did see that story.
I'm not sure what happened. I know in Harlem, maybe 4 or 5 days ago, 2 NYPD officers, were killed.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and it's just like this. This stuff is even more senseless, and it's just running rampant everywhere.
Yeah, I
And
mean, the pandemic's running rampant. People not going back to work is running rampant. People who can't find a job is running rampant. It's not even so much that people won't work; they can't find work to maintain and to live off of. Most of us who have something secure, we got to count our blessings with it because the people who didn't worry about the money now have to, and that's the issue we got out here. People have to worry about money more than they was ignoring it.
so I don't know. Go ahead, Brian. Is defund the police still a good idea?
No,
It never was to start.
ever.
And
You never
and,
heard
and Brian,
anybody
you
with
and
any
I have talked
questions.
privately, and we know most private conversations become public at some point. And I said, anyone, 95% of the people that ran on that platform, they lost in the general election. When you're being emotional, that might be the slogan to run on. But when it comes down to the fact where it's borderline, it's heading that way where it's Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, where
Yeah,
you're outside and you just see chaos and mayhem in the streets. That defund the police. No, you're looking for the police.
that's what you want. That's why it doesn't make any sense with the chaos that's going on. That's how the idea got shot down. If the economy is going to tank, people ain't going to work. You got to rely on the government check. And the government check's going to stop, and then you're not going to find a job, and then you can't take care of your family. You're going to need more cops. In that order.
Brian said store owners in Texas are strapped. Isn't everyone in Texas strapped?
Right. Yeah. I saw they were strapped 2 years ago.
Right. Well, you need to. You know what? We went wrong so long ago.
So
When,
long ago. And that was coming to a head.
when you think about it logically, we are down a very scary road.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes. And as we get older, it's looking scarier and scarier because we're going to start not worrying
Right.
about it and leaving it alone like our elders used to. We're about to be the older generation. As of right now, we pretty much are the older generation.
We are the older generation because if you look at it, and I know everyone's going to get, well, not everyone, but people get so worked up when you say this. If you look at a large percentage of the deaths, so the deaths right now is above 2,000 a day in the U.S.
It was higher than that last week, I think it was. What was it last week? The deaths.
The number is growing.
Yeah, the deaths are different. You're right.
The deaths are above 2,000, and with a large percentage of the 75% of those deaths are people 65 and older.
Yep.
So
And
we're
they're
not
going
even.
to be the ones suffering. Yes.
So Brian says open concealed carry.
That's what
I've
it
only
is.
been to Texas once, Brian.
It's been like that out there.
That's the feeling I get. COVID wiped out 65 years old. Reagan's always gone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
we're at least watching some of the same things or reading some of the same thing. Because I was walking to work today. Well, I got off the train. I was walking to work, and I was talking with one of my friends. This is early in the morning, and we were talking about 65 years and older. You know, and when you look at those numbers, because the numbers don't lie, because before we even associate it with COVID, let's associate it with the fact that America has a lot of sick people.
Right. Also have a lot of
America,
unhealthy people. The
okay,
unhealthy being
okay,
white.
that's even better. A
Yeah,
lot
the
of people
unhealthy.
that are unhealthy, people that have these comorbidities and everything else like that.
Yes.
So, and with this thing right here, this compounds everything else.
I think this is taking out people who aren't 100% healthy. And I was saying this since day one.
But
Elderly,
who's 100% healthy, Tone?
we're going to find out once this virus is done. Because if you get an underlying condition, it's going to get you.
Right. It's coming for you.
And I was nervous about that in the first place. The more strains, the weaker the virus. You're going to have a strong one, which would have been Delta. We at what? Omicron now? They already ran through the alphabet worldwide, just not here in the United States. I saw a video on that a few months ago. And your underlying condition, depending on how severe it is what's going to determine whether or not you survive this, in my opinion. So to me, as long as your body can fight whatever's coming through, you'll survive it. But if it can't, we got problems. And then we see a lot of people passing away, not just celebrities. People are getting hit close to home. Personal knowledge of people, face-to-face contact with people, familiarity with folks. Not just celebrities that we're like, oh man, I was feeling that doing all that. No, it ain't that no more. Right now, we're talking about people who are straight up sick.
Mm-hmm.
You getting vaccinated and dying. I mean, lost two friends in August, both was 64. Yeah, you got a new view of health now, for real, Toby. And honestly, I know a lot of people crack on my salad. What you think I do to stay healthy? I
No,
crack
I hear
that
you.
once a week. I crack that
I
once
hear
a
you.
week. And say what you want, but that Italian dressing be doing something. I'm just being real. You got to move everything in your body. Get your body circulating again.
Yeah.
Walk a flight of stairs, walk around the block. I had an uncle in Mount Vernon. He passed away not too long ago. But he was already fighting diabetes too.
Right.
And then my...
So can we stop for a second?
Yes, sorry.
So, no. And number one, my condolences to your uncle.
Appreciate it.
Number two, for a situation like with your uncle, is cause of death. Is it?
I think it was COVID. I'd have to ask my grandmother again. Now, she's my step-grandmother. She was my dad's stepmother. So this was his stepbrother.
Okay.
And then two of her brothers, which would have been two of their uncles, passed away from COVID.
Right.
So 2 years ago, my step-grandmother's going through now, pretty much. Now, there's age, time, and health conditions. They already know and seen it. But like I said, it's happening. It's happening for real. So everybody got to be careful what's going on. Stay up on the vegetables. My son bought some oranges. I'm not gonna lie, they do help. They kick in hard. Them oranges ain't playing.
Vitamin C, man.
Yeah, vitamin C. No joke. No joke.
Yeah, that's what I was like. That's what I was saying. Like I when I caught it a year ago, I mean, like all my sisters mom, but I just was looking up, the nutritional route. It's like, okay, they always tell you. I mean, like when I would donate blood, they would deny me at times because they say, "Oh yeah, your blood level, your iron level's low, and all this other stuff." And I'm like, really? And they said, yeah. They said, go ahead, eat some Brussels sprouts, spinach, kale, and because that'll boost up your immunity and it'll keep your blood cells going and everything. So I just stuck to what we've been told since we were kids. Eat your vegetables, take your vitamins, and
vegetables,
Right.
fruit, exercise. Yo, you see Helga's almost an invite, bro.
yeah.
Oh no, I didn't see it. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Helga.
Toby said she was sleeping 18 hours. Good Lord.
Hang
You
on.
ought to be rejuvenated off of that. I want to recommend orange pineapple and apple. It's orange pineapple apple juice that Welch has got. I recommend
Grapefruit
it.
as well. Grapefruit and pomegranate.
Yeah.
Helga, your invite is live.
And also too, like drinking green tea because green tea detoxes your body.
Yes.
Okay.
And then eating asparagus, it flushes out, it detoxes your body as well. But the only downside of asparagus is just when you urinate, it just smells like bad sewer water.
Oh, for the love of God. It's because you're being
No, for
detoxed.
real. I'm not proven fact.
Nasty ass. No good. Sorry. Stank urine talking.
Bro, I never knew that. I was eating asparagus, and then like an hour later, when I went to go to the bathroom, I'm like, "Is there bad plumbing? What the hell?"
Yeah, your plumbing is bad.